I mean, I thought everybody came in and, as a team, when you wake up and, one of your 2-point guards is not going to play and is sick. Nerlens, I thought, came in and gave us something. Then, at halftime, you realize he's not going to be available. You give Nick the ball and you try to, manufacture another ball carrier. I feel like all over the place, people contributed, and ultimately, it really was a team effort. I thought it was a Philly hard effort. I think that that it was just a team result. I feel like as a team we responded.
Have you been told anything further in regards to Nerlens' status?
No, I haven't. I think it looks okay. I think we're going to learn more about it. It looked like just a minor type of quick rolled ankle, and we'll learn more about it, I think, on the plane and tomorrow.
Brett, your ball movement tonight just seems better than it's been all year, and like it's not even just the extra pass; it's like 3 or 4 extra passes. It seems. Is that something that you've incorporated with the new guys that you have, or is it just something clicking with these guys?
I think it's something that it's a little bit of both. Right now I think that we're 4th in the NBA on assist percentage, which is a great number for us. When you talk about how many of your baskets, how many of your scored baskets are assisted, we are 4th, and I shared that stat and the fact before we started this game. We're proud of our ball movement. We're trying to grow. We're trying to, realize that we have like a Joel and a Jaleel, but you just can't come down and horse the post and stand. You got to move. In the first half, we had 19 assists. That's a massive number. And then, that's the best defensive team in the NBA right now by statistic. And so they get stuck into us. We have 15 second-half turnovers, and, we had to take some hits. But in general, I think our ball movement over the past, 5 to 7 games has been very good, and we needed every one of them tonight.
How hard were you trying to get TJ that last assist here?
I wasn't. I wasn't. I probably should be more aware a little bit of that stuff, but I wasn't. I think the team was. There's a trivia thing going on in the locker room about what do LeBron and TJ have in common. And it's, they find that quite funny, so the coaching staff rolls with it. How tough was he? We talk about, truly we talk about it a lot, just that edge, that Philly hard. And although he's Pittsburgh, he's Pennsylvania, and he brought a edge that we needed tonight.
At the end of the third quarter, we reported how TJ kind of hooked up with Dario there to talk things out, and it was kind of like things got a little heated, but I asked him about that postgame, and he said, look, we're brothers. There's a communication thing there that they've improved upon. What did you see between the two of them?
I think anytime, we all think it's just rosy and confrontation isn't good, it's so false. Any family's got problems. Any family's got real issues that sometimes confrontation is exactly what's needed, and candid, truthful conversation. Sometimes it is with coaches and players, sometimes it is with players and players, sometimes it is with coaches and coaches. But it's great, it's real, and they talk it out. That's part of growing. The fact that people just sort of like bob their head and agree with a coach all the time, that's not what we're looking for. And so communication, and these guys, we challenge them all the time. You don't just dust off when people score. It should have some level of pain. It should hurt a little bit, and discuss it. It's not like trade, you keep going up and down the floor and ignore like there's a problem. And so we try to talk about it, we try to fix it. If it gets heated at times, we don't care, it's good. And so I am aware of that one you're talking about, and I say, that's good, it's real.
TJ at times is a different ball player. When he plays carefree, he's told me as much.
Yeah.
How do you get him when Sergio comes back to play carefree and not looking over the bench worried about getting pulled?
I don't know. I think, he knows that we really empower him. I don't feel like we hold anybody back. We want to play downhill. We want to be so proactive and find people's confidence. That's my job. And I think that when he comes into a game and he looks over and there's no other point guards, I'm sure that in itself provides an environment where he feels a little bit more free. But tonight, how about the story he has to tell about his route to where he was to where he is, against a good team. That's the best defensive team and a good veteran team. And so getting him to play free, getting him to just play loose, it's something that we'll continue to try to grow.
Drummond posted a double-double, but you flustered him a little bit. What do you attribute that to, and how happy were you with the
we talked about it before the game, like how good he is at rolling. He's an elite offensive rebounder, and he's a really elite offensive rebounder after he sets a pick and he rolls. And so trying to like provide a crowd in the paint, trying to show him a little bit of a crowd, like when he had the ball, understanding when somebody else shot it, we had to get to the paint and get into his legs and get into his body and try to just make it a team, gang effort, a group effort. I felt like we did that. I think down the stretch we had to come up with some big rebounds over people. I thought Jaleel came out of the pack with one. I thought Robert Covington came out of the pack with one. The game was a little bit fragile there for a while. We're up 25, they cut it to 8. And we, you could see like, we turning the ball over, trying to figure out what we're doing. And, we had some great plays, and I think Irsan, that swing, that multiple pass when Irsan got the 3 in the corner, tipped it.